Hello everyone and welcome to your Ascension reading. May all be well. Keep in mind this reading is collective in general, so receive only what resonates and release anything that does not. If it does resonate, give this video a like and subscribe to join my soul tribe. If you're interested in any more of my subscriptions, I do have a Patreon subscription, one that is just for extended videos, and then one that is my Bloom subscription on Patreon, and that is for all the extra content that I have available. So that includes videos, that includes blog posts, that includes shared experiences of Ascension, and it's just a little bit more of an intimate platform and experience. So if you're interested in that, that is linked below. Let's go ahead and see what's most important for Ascension this week, my viewers. The Wheel of Fortune, change. Okay, change is definitely here with the Wheel of Fortune. Karma is balancing out. We have the Queen of Swords energy. Okay, a very clear change that I feel like you have been calling in here. I also feel like it's very firm but fair energy with the Queen of Swords. Be sure that with change or with the unknown or stepping into the void of the shift in timelines, that you're curious, that you are embracing it as a bit more of an adventure than moving into a fearful vibration. Some of you are also putting strong boundaries out here for the changes that you're making or the changes that you're planning on making in your life at this time. Very clear energy is important, okay? Knowing what is your energy and what is not your energy. Wow. Wow, so many goosebumps with this energy. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So the changes that you're making, the alchemy that is occurring in your life, you're future focused. You're also fulfillment focused with the Ten of Pentacles. You're focused on value here as well. I think so many of you are realizing how blessed you are by the people that you have in your life. Okay, that's something else that's coming through. All right. So after the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Swords, we have the King of Cups and the Empress Energy. So we have this flowing energy and we have this blooming energy, okay? Again, with the fullness, again, the Ten of Pentacles, the Empress Energy is that full energy. The Empress Energy is the energy that is in between. She's the energy that shows up that is the vessel, basically. She's in between the worlds. So she has, that ability to access higher consciousness information, yet she's very grounded in her roots. And then, her trunk is her human self here, is her vessel. So taking care of your vessel, taking care of your body, listening to your inner feminine energy, which will be the wisdom of your body, is very important here. For those of you that are focused on manifesting a higher timeline and connecting in with that higher timeline, make sure that you're focusing on feeling your best. Now, when I say feeling good, I don't necessarily mean in a way that is momentary, okay? When I say feeling good, I mean something that is sustainable. So sustainable change that feels good to you, okay? Or there might be a few steps that maybe, there's some discomfort in the expansion, but then you reach this higher level where life just feels better to you, okay? It is also about the energy of abundance. If you're a feminine energy and that's leading you this week, there could be a masculine energy here who is putting you on a pedestal or is wanting to bring value into your world. That's something that you might also be noticing with the King of Cups energy. We have the Magician and the Seven of Wands as well. So there's more protective energy as you shift to the higher platform or the higher timeline with this Magician energy. You know, you're definitely tapping into your resources. You're seeing yourself as successful here. Outcome energy, we have Temperance, which is about healing and balance. It's also angelic energy. So some of you, as you're shifting to a higher timeline, or you're integrating more of your higher self or light within, you know, your body, it's going to take some space for you to do that. And you might have to set these, you will be setting healthy boundaries, maybe firmer boundaries with people in your life, so that you can spread your wings, so that you can grow. But they also need that space to adjust to your frequency, okay? If they're going to be continuing with you or connecting in with you, you know, they'll have to shift as well. So there is this respected space here that I feel you're creating with the Magician and the Seven of Wands for yourself here to spread your wings. You're creating that space, and within that space, other people, especially those that you love and that, you know, you care about, are taking some time to adjust to this higher frequency. Okay. For some of you, there could be third-party energies ending. Now, third party doesn't have to mean, you know, another person per se, but third party could be any form of interference that was kind of getting in the way of you progressing forward onto this higher timeline, or you fully embracing, you know, the fullness of who you are, fully embracing your magic, fully embracing the life that you want to live. So for some of you, I'm kind of sensing that where there's a belief, could be an interference of a belief. It could be just maybe a feminine energy that's having a little bit of an energy wobble, I guess you could say. And you're creating more space here for yourself to bloom, to grow, to shine brighter, to integrate more light, to not be distracted by lower frequencies or people, you know, projecting. Like, I feel like there could have been a feminine energy that was projecting here. Just overall, I feel the energy is just becoming healthier. Now let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. We have the Five of Swords. Yes, this Queen of Swords for some of you could have been somebody who they saw themselves in competition with you. Okay, so it could be a coworker, a friend, frenemy. This could be, you know, just a lower frequency energy here that saw you as competition. But they're having a change of heart, or they're having a change of mind here with the Five of Swords, in particular this one. You can see sitting there, he's like he won, or he thinks he won, or he doesn't really know what's happening. Those two energies are walking away, and he's not victorious or triumphant, right? So somebody here who's been maybe very sharp with you, or trying to compete with you, or jealous, is having a bit of a change of heart, is being asked to look at their behaviors here and balance themselves out, okay? So that's going to be different for everybody. And it doesn't have to be feminine energy. It could be a masculine energy as well, okay? It's just the consciousness of this is if I win, you know, if you win, I lose. It's a very scarcity, very low frequency 3D mindset consciousness here that is learning to mature, to evolve, to grow, to be a bit more conscious of their actions, their choices, and their decisions, and realize, you know, it's almost like, what are they fighting for? What are they trying to prove? There's just a lot of questions that are coming up in their mind here. Okay, let's clarify the King of Cups and the Empress. Ace of Cups. So there's a lot of love, healing, blessings coming in between masculine and feminine energies as well. This could happen within you, but this can be in your relationships. But the Ace of Cups is a new opportunity for love, a new opportunity for healing, for fulfillment. Again, we have the energy of spreading your wings here. There's a free-flowing energy that's coming forward with the Ace of Cups. Someone could express their love, or again, if you're in a partnership with somebody here, they're expressing more of their love. You could also be seeing the differences between the energies that are distorted or maybe lower frequency and not meant to be on your timeline versus those that do, those that are. The Ace of Cups is almost like that unconditional love or that divine love. Even if, like, let's say your partner travels and you're not, you're in separate locations, I feel like you can feel that love, but I feel like you're also receiving divine blessings also coming through with that Ace of Cups. We have the number 6 as well, which is about harmony and balance and love. So a lot of love flowing through here. Those that have been really honoring themselves in a way that is balanced, right? Or listening to their authenticity and walking in a higher consciousness way, I feel, are being rewarded this week. And those who have been walking in a low consciousness way are being shown kind of the error of their ways, and they're being shown how they can learn to evolve and grow. They're actually, kind of sitting back and questioning themselves a little bit more here. But I think that was necessary for them to grow. Okay. All right, let's clarify the Magician and the 7 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Okay, so this is where you find that clarity between, when you're discerning with energies here. So this could either be, the energy that you're connecting with, or energies within a community. This is also you listening to your intuition as to who has an agenda in your life that is, not for the highest and greatest good, not for your highest and greatest good. This is you looking into, just basically being able to see through energies, so that who you can trust, and again, who you want kind of moving forward on your timeline here. And this came through, gosh, I don't remember if it was the general reading or if it was the Patreon reading, where it was about clarity. And if somebody's trying to keep something convoluted, there's something going on there. There's something that's maybe not for your highest and greatest good, and being aware of that. This is also about reading the fine print as well. Some of you might be tempted or tested here a little bit. So just be aware of that. Stay in your integrity. Don't allow energy leaks to come in here, distractions. Keep your energy clear so you know what is your energy. Also, those who are like misusing their spiritual gifts, also, it's like their manifestation results will be mixed. They will not be clear because their intentions were not clear. So there's a mirroring happening. And I'm seeing with this Ascension energy, I mean, most of you watching this, you are ascending. But this is also a look at those who are staying in more of a 3D frequency. It's a wider view of the different levels of consciousness that you might be interacting with this week or experiencing. Okay, let's clarify the Temperance energy. Wow, oh my gosh, look at that. Temperance and the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. So you're creating this space for your complete fulfillment and your future, okay? That 10 of Cups energy is your complete happiness. And I feel like it's being protected by angelic energy here. there's patience, there's compassion, there's, quite a bit shifting, but you do have some, you might have some challenges here. To really lean into trusting in your intuition and your higher self, rather than to give your power away to energies outside of yourself. And to stand up for what you believe in with that Seven of Wands. But the Temperance and the Ten of Cups, I mean, it speaks about you having this compassion and enjoying the journey to understanding and feeling and embodying your Ten of Cups life, your Ten of Cups energy. Temperance is also about having patience with all these different consciousnesses, right, that you might be encountering. Everybody's living in these kind of different realities that they've created for themselves. And having that discernment of what's not, what's not your energy, what's not yours to take on, but also not, being discernment, of course, but not passing judgment or moving into a lower frequency, but trusting that everyone is on their own journey for a reason. Okay, and that it's not your job, okay, necessarily to take responsibility for their lessons or their journey, but that they have their own guardian angels that are watching over them. They have their free will, which is a beautiful thing, but this is also about them finding their ways back to themselves and trusting in themselves and learning and growing and evolving. Okay, that's how I kind of see this energy from this angel, how she's, kind of looking down a little bit, like she's observing these other energies. And you can always keep in mind with like your actions, your thoughts, your intentions. Are you adding to collective healing, or are you adding to collective wounding, right? Now, I'm not saying to sacrifice yourself or to, let energies in that are not in the, the best, do not have the best of intentions. But just even the way you think about people, the way that you observe others, even if you see something that you don't necessarily like, you're learning from that experience. And having a deeper appreciation for humanity is actually coming from this, okay? We have the King of Pentacles energy showing up. So these energies that you may be experiencing, they could have to do with your career, for, your work. Your partner could be rather challenging this week for some of you. Okay, we have kind of a few different messages coming through. You could be healing your connection with your father for some of you, okay, with that King of Pentacles energy. But there's also this happiness that is becoming more embodied, grounded, and stable in your life as well. You're finding your balance. You're finding stability, but also sustainability within you and within your life on another level. Okay, let's see what else wants to come through. Yes, for some of you, there is an opportunity to heal a rift that you may have had with somebody else, with some form of disappointment or some form of immature behavior, perhaps. Now, keep in mind, if that person isn't in your life and you don't want them in your life, you can do this on higher levels energetically with your intention work. There's so much here. There are so many different energies and levels of consciousness and experiences and lessons and blessings. And it's all about learning, evolving, and growing. It's also how you're showing up in the world and how that is influencing others, how that's inspiring others. Some of you are even releasing belief systems around embracing your abilities, your spiritual abilities. Okay, it could be releasing conditioning or beliefs that were holding you back. I feel like your energy is quite clearing too. Your frequency is quite high. Again, there's different types of invitations that we experience energetically, right? Like we could judge somebody or look down on somebody or think that, our way is better than their way. But again, it's so important that you understand that everyone has their journey to walk, and people connect in with source energy in different ways, and many different paths lead to ascension, okay? And not all of them are going to look like your path, okay? But I do feel like your energy and your frequency for many of you is so high that you are clearing spaces when you walk into them. When you walk into a room, you clear out low frequency energies. If somebody spends time with you, they experience, a clearing or almost like a blessing, that it's like they can't even put it into words. What I will say about that is make sure that you take that space and time, and that you are not draining yourself or, overextending your energy. But I also see the Ace of Wands, so there's a new opportunity that is coming through here on a higher level. For some of you, it might be an opportunity to take two different passions and blend them together. There's an alchemy, lots of alchemy happening this week. So try not to get distracted, okay? If people are gossiping, you could be the one that ends that gossip or shares a higher perspective. But just keep shifting and connecting in with your higher timeline, your higher consciousness, and having compassion with yourself and with others. For some of you here, if you have been wanting to call in a relationship that is more fulfilling, or, your vibrational match experience, I feel like you are, because we have the Two of Cups showing up with the Tower and the Ace of Wands here. So as always, do not settle. For those of you that are single and are calling in a connection, I feel like you have an angelic guide here, or you have angels around you that are helping you to unite with a vibrational match for you. Somebody that has the courage that you have, somebody that has, is a beautiful complement to you and your energy too. And I feel like you might scare away potential partners who are not your vibrational match, okay? That's something else. There might be a polarity experience that helps make it quite clear for you, okay? Okay. Let's go ahead and let's get some messages when it comes to love and relationships. I know we have that beautiful Ace of Cups, the Empress, King of Cups energy coming through. But let's go ahead, let's get some messages for those of you that are in a grounded, healthy, happy partnership. Let's get a message for you, especially, you know, ascending. And when you're ascending and you're single, it's, I think, a lot easier when you're ascending and you're with a partner. But let's see what wants to come through. Nostalgic, I love you. Okay, beautiful. So I feel like your partner could be reconfirming their love for you, just expressing it more, you know, bringing about gifts, but there's just kind of this sweet energy. It's like the Six of Cups energy coming through. Maybe they show a little bit more of their childlike playfulness with you, but yeah, there's just this beautiful balance of love that is coming in here where if you had any form of insecurity or maybe instability in your connection, I feel like this person, this energy that's coming in this week, or that you might be feeling in your relationship, is actually confirming, you know, and reassuring and very loving and balanced. Okay. Yeah. That's the thing, right? When you're in a partnership, because you're both moving through things separately, but also together. And when it comes to your spiritual lessons, it's kind of the same thing, right? So I'm kind of sensing a feminine energy that's maybe feeling a little bit insecure, going through a little bit of an energy wobble. Or it could be vice versa, and a masculine energy or partner who is just, you know, their rock, that steady, you know, supportive, compassionate, just beautiful partner here. And again, that can be vice versa, where, you know, the masculine energy could be not feeling as secure, and the feminine energy is showing up here to kind of help to balance, you know, balance that connection. So you'll be showing up for each other with a lot of love, maybe talking about, you know, some memories that you've had together, maybe some trips that you want to revisit, maybe some places that you want to revisit. If you're married, you know, you might want to have another celebration or like recommit to each other. For some of you, that might be something that you feel. But this is I love you beyond the shadow of a doubt energy coming through. So that's really nice for those of you who are in grounded and stable relationships. I also feel like this could be your partner choosing to ascend with you, you know, because there's that timeline. They're connecting in with that timeline, connecting in with that track. And again, everybody blooms and has free will, you know, at their own time. But, you know, this is like a ride or die energy, right? This is that energy. It's like, you know, I'm with you here. That's really nice. Okay. So for those of you that are in separation, let's get a message. Shadows. Okay. So if you're in separation from someone, but you still feel that energy from them, make sure that you're keeping your energy clear, that you're not taking on their energy, okay, or their lessons or their shadow. You might also be feeling their shadow a lot this week. So determine whether or not that's something you want in your experience, okay? And if you don't, then you can, you know, send it back with loving awareness or send it to source to be transmuted. Because it's not helpful if you're moving forward with your life, healing, growing, reconnecting with yourself or your passion if somebody else is, you know, trying to project their shadow energies, right? Their emotions, what their soul lessons, you know, into your experience. Because this person or this energy needs to learn how to connect with source in order to empower themselves rather than trying to ride your coattails, right? And for some of you, you know, you are moving through your shadow you know, that shadowy energy. You are learning more about your shadow, which can be sometimes parts of yourself that you haven't explored before. It doesn't always have to be something that is, you know, intense. Sometimes it's just you discover new things about yourself, especially when you're in separation or you're not with somebody. That's a beautiful place for you to explore who you are, what you want, what you're creating, your spiritual gifts. Again, I don't know if I mentioned this in the general reading or my Patreon, but, you know, many of you have families or in relationships do kind of feel like you require that space to just focus on your spiritual gifts and your meditation practices and, you know, what is specifically yours to create and build, right? Like there's almost a requirement for a retreat, you know, for women, to just be able to go and focus on their spiritual journey. Of course, that does, you know, integrate into our physical experience, right? In practical ways, but sometimes when you're surrounded by other energies, you do require that space. Okay, so space is a gift. Keep that in mind. Especially for those of you that, you know, you're feeling a pain of separation, then it's time to go fulfill your life rather than waiting for someone else to fulfill it. Okay, it's time to appreciate those around you who love you unconditionally. It's time to give back to yourself and focus your energies on what makes you happy. And of course, you know, feel your feels. Let those energies, you know, be cleared. But it's, you know, it's important that you don't take on someone else's energy at this time, okay? All right, let's go ahead and see for those of you who are single. Dive into the depths with me, emotional changes. Number 5. Okay, so you could be meeting somebody new here. It could happen quite quickly, especially since we have eclipse energies showing up. With this, wow, this could just be that 2 of Cups energy that I felt coming through in the spread. Okay, where it's sudden, like it's quite sudden. So, of course, take your time to make sure that you're in alignment with this person. It looks like for many of you, this will be the case. And again, this could be somebody new that you're meeting or connecting with here. And this person wanting to, you know, it's dive into the depths with me. So this is somebody who has a lot of courage, who wants to be a part of your life, who isn't frightened. You know, this is somebody who's done their shadow work, really. Okay. Somebody who knows themselves, somebody who is enthusiastic about life, about learning, and wants to also discover the best ways to love you, okay? And wants to learn everything about you. Of course, take your time, right? And use your discernment. But for those of you who are single, I feel very soon, you know, you could definitely be connecting with somebody that you feel like you're kindred spirits. You feel very, very comfortable, I feel, with this person. Like it feels right, okay? Wow, that's really lovely. Okay. Any other messages coming through? I also see on the bottom of the deck, fresh start, okay? So I feel like for those of you in separation, because that's where I'm feeling a lot of like the denser to the shadow energies, that's that space and time for you to be able to clear that, but to also focus on a new beginning for you, okay? Something, again, that you enjoy. You're ready for a fresh energy, and you're ready for a clear energy. So take that time to do those energy clearing, you know, those energy clearing meditations and practices to come back to yourself and to love yourself. And even if you know, you still love this person you're in separation with, you will enable them if you take on their energy, or you take on their spiritual lessons. You know, this is their opportunity to learn and grow and evolve. And if this person's trying to, I don't feel like, again, it's separation, so you're not in communication. But I feel like it's important that your energy is clear from their energy, so that you can have this fresh new beginning. And any courting to the past or anything that was holding you back here is clear. Okay, I feel like that's very, very important. And don't allow any sort of belief systems to hold you back. Our belief systems do shift and change throughout our lives, and our belief systems are just repeated patterns of thought. So be aware of that, and if there's a belief system that's not serving you, release it. Okay, if it's keeping you codependent or making you think that, you know, you're responsible for this other person or this energy, you're not. Okay, and you're meant to spread your wings, and you're meant to enjoy and embrace a beautiful life. Okay, and not be held back by anything that is lower frequency. Okay, but you, of course, do what you feel is best for you. And know that when you evolve and grow and you're the leading energy, you know, those who are meant to connect with you on the higher timeline will do their work, and they'll do that. You know, we're not here to lower our frequency to make somebody else comfortable or to keep somebody else in our life. We're here to stay in our natural and high frequency, to inspire other people to shift their energy, to become more conscious, to embody more of their light, to heal, to grow. But it's our influence, it's our just the way that we navigate our life and the way that others observe us that inspires them to do that. It's not necessarily us saying, oh, do this or do that, or taking this on for somebody. It's not that. It's you just living your life authentically and joyfully, and then that inspires other people. So it's okay to release energies. It's okay to trust that what is meant for you is meant for you. And right now, you know, this is aligned with the Ace of Cups energy, where it's like right now it's your space for healing, and it's your space to receive blessings, and to experience joy, and to shift your energy and ascend, and, you know, just spread your wings and fly. Okay. And to believe in yourself. Okay. That's it. That's all that I have for the Ascension reading. Receive what resonates, release what does not. Thank you so much for joining me. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.